So yesterday we installed the parseserver. We configured the parseserver, and initially when I load the dashboard, I see the role and user. Is there anyone who is having problem in installing the parseserver? Is this page working for everyone? Anyone having problem in the configuration of the parseserver? Okay, so no saying working for me. I'm not able to start Mongodb. So what error you are getting? Module not found. So is your okay? So Ashok, is your compass running fine? Is your compass? Open the compass and check if it is working. If it's working fine, then copy your whole index.js in the Telegram group so that I can see. So Anand, your data directory not found. So maybe your how? Okay, you're using Mac. Data DB not found. Okay, so maybe you check the config. Config in the Mac folder where the MongoDB is installed. You have to check the config, and there may be the path for the data. So you have to check that path and see if that path exists or not. So go there in that folder, see if your there will be config file, and you have to check that config file. What is the data directory mentioned, and see if that you can access it with cd that directory. Check and let me know. So I want index.js file from Ashok. Let me see if you have. So did you install all the npm whatever module I told yesterday? Is it installed? Okay, then put your index.js file in the React Telegram group. Let me check what is. So if you, I will show you. So if you go here in your Windows, you have to search for compass. Okay, compass is okay. Compass is not here, though they did not create here compass. So I'll go and search it. In the search, I will say compass. Okay, compass here also I don't see it, but I see this icon. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I can access with the folder. Okay, let's see if I can access in the folder directly, and then I can save it. So maybe I'll go to program files, MongoDB. It's compass only. Maybe compass installed somewhere else. Okay, I don't see it here. Yeah, I don't see it here. Let's see what is the path for compass. MongoDB compass. Let me search. Okay, initially when I install it, I open the compass and then save the icon here, and I can click it. So let's check where exactly it is saved. I also don't know the path. Let me check. Check. Okay, I don't see it here. Okay, it's not here even. Let's check where it is installed. Maybe in my user directory. Okay, so it is in the okay, so this is a path C users, my username app data local, and inside local we have MongoDB compass, and there this exe file which opens this one. Let me close and open it again. Yeah, so it's opening it here. So this is the path which is there for MongoDB compass in my local C users Manish app data local MongoDB compass. So it is installed in my local folder, app data local folder. Okay, so otherwise you can also make a shortcut and save it. So is there anyone whose parse server is not working? Okay.
I have a little problem.
So what is the problem?
I get a server started, and I also get the response in localhost, but when I type in dashboard, I get nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Can you show your screen?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this parse server installation is very important step. If you cannot see it now, this is the time to fix it now, because we will be doing a lot of things in the parse server.
Right. How can I share my screen?
First you have to accept the presenter role. Okay, let me do it again. Sorry.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Have you installed MongoDB?
Yes, I installed MongoDB. See, server started, right?
Just do Control-C first. Let me see. Double check it.
But I think I didn't configure MongoDB compass for now.
Yeah.
Do I need to create a new connection?
No, don't put new connection. Just click the connect now directly.
Oh. This number is not 1337?
No, this MongoDB connect in this port 27017.
Oh, so it's okay, right?
Yeah. So it cannot connect to your MongoDB. So that means
this is my
no. This first we have to see Mongo should be able to connect Mongo. See, for example, if I click this one, I'm able to see the connection is there. Okay, I see all the databases. Somehow your Mongo is not started. Okay.
Sure. I should install the Mongo again.
Not install Mongo again. The thing is that you need to. But I have not tried it on Mac, but I will tomorrow try it on Mac. Yours is Mac, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe we have to see it should run continuously. Okay, go in your command prompt and just type Mongo. Enter it. Okay, so see, first Mongo command is not there. So maybe the path, we need to set the path. We need to set the set it as a service, so it should automatically start when you start your Mac. Okay.
Compass.
Yeah. So not Compass. Mongo should be started. That Compass is on top of it. Compass is UI for it. Okay. So for you, I'll talk to you tomorrow because I need to install it on the Mac and see what problems I'm getting it.
Okay,
so
sure.
I just install on the Windows. And
I got a server start. I got that one.
Right. Server start is there, but since Mongo Mongo is not there, that means Mongo is not started. We need to start as a service. Let me check how to start. I'll check here. Okay, I'll share my screen now.
Yes.
So in Mac, we have to see.
First, we need to run Mongodb and then Mongo, I think.
Yeah. So Mongodb, Mongodb is a service to start the Mongo, and the Mongo is the client part. So try Kate if Mongodb is there because she also put Mongodb also in the path. Okay, how to start Mongo?
We have to run two terminal in the same time.
Terminal we can do, but let's see. Yeah, I got it. Try Mongodb if it's working, or she has to go into that folder and do it. Okay, that's up to it. So in this also, in Windows also we have to do Mongodb, but since I installed it as a service, so it does automatically. Okay, so if Mongodb, okay, just Kate, you just share the screen again. Let's try to see. Let me try to see. Okay, at least we can do. Okay, go there and open the new terminal.
Oh, close it. Okay.
No, don't close it. It's okay if you close it, but you have to open the two new terminals.
Oh,
not here.
Okay.
Go there and command. Yeah, search here.
Okay, here. Yeah.
Yeah. So first write down which Mongo, like which Mongo. Let's see. It's not coming.
MONGO, right? Mango?
Yeah. Not coming. Okay. Saying which Mongo should give where it is installed. Okay, just type Mongodb. Yeah, what Anand? What do you suggest?
I am able to see in my system user local mongodb/bin/mongo.
Okay, just Kate, just type Mongodb. Let me see if Mongodb you can do.
Mongodb?
D, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so still that is also not there in the path. We have to put in the path. Or okay, where did you install the Mongo? Do you know that? Let's install it again. Just you run the installation again. Let's check that.
Oh, I install it in the parseserver folder.
Which folder?
Parseserver. Right.
Okay. In the parseserver, you should not install the Mongo. Mongo is separate. Okay. Let's see what you are putting parseserver. Let's go to parseserver. Let's see what you did.
Say
ls to ls. Yeah, Mongo is not here. This is not a Mongo. This is a parseserver. Okay, just install the Mongo again. Let me see how you do it. Can you install again? Download. You might have downloaded the, DMG file, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, run that DMG file again. Let me check what's happening. What is? Okay, here it is. Let me see. You have the download.
This one, right? This one.
Yeah, open it. Yeah.
Bin. Mongo.
And we have Mongodb.
I click install Compass, but I didn't click.
Yeah, wait. So you have this bin in the Mongos. Okay, let me check how to install Mongo on Mac, because I never tried on Mac.
Oh, I think that's maybe.
I have Mac laptop, but I didn't did it in that. I use only in the Windows, but tomorrow definitely I'll try. Let me check.
Sure. Okay.
What they suggest. Give me 1 second. Okay, so what you have to do, go to the command prompt, go to CD, no, don't, yeah, go into download folder,
Oh, CD.
I think it's capital D, tab, yeah, go there, do ls,
Yes.
okay,
Too much.
Okay, don't worry, you have so many files, not a problem. Now go to CD, MON, type CD, MON,
CDMON, yeah.
tab, do tab now. No, tab, don't put enter. CDMON, tab.
Okay.
Yeah, again tab.
Enter?
No. You have to go to the folder. Go in the folder and see what is the folder name exactly. You cannot put enter now. Okay, go to the folder, not here, behind your finder. Go to the finder.
Okay.
Yeah, what is this one? MongoDB Mac, that folder. Yeah, this folder which you see in the finder. You have to go into this folder in the terminal.
Oh, this folder. Okay.
Yeah, go there. Let's see. In the terminal, go to terminal. Okay.
Mango.
Do one. Yeah, 64 dash. Now put 5.
5.0.
Tab it. Yeah, enter it now.
Yes.
Do ls. 1 second. What you are thinking? Okay, yeah. Now this is fine. Now what you have to go? Do cd bin. Go to cd bin. Okay, now type sudo star. No. Wait. Sudo cp.
CD.
P for P. Yeah. Space. Put star. Star is a asterisk sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, space
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
slash USR
USR, yes. Enter.
slash USR slash local slash bin.
Yes.
Enter. Put your password. Okay, now type Mongodb.
Then go in. Okay. Enter.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. What it's saying? Mongodb cannot be because the developer cannot be verified. Okay. Don't move to trash. Click the cancel.
Yeah. I click.
So there is in the settings. I think you have to fix in the settings that you should allow from this developer. Okay. We have to see how to fix that one. Anand, you know how to make this
Unlock.
verified?
Oh, I can unlock. Okay.
Yeah, unlock and you have to make allow from this.
Yes, I see. I need the same problem. I think last time. Security. Where is okay, here?
Yeah, go there. Let's check.
Here and unlock.
Okay, now.
I should see Mongodb right now.
Yeah. You cannot see this. Yeah, it's not allowing.
Console.
Lock it and unlock it again. Let's check. Unlock it. Use password.
Click on use password.
Click on the lock it and unlock it.
Use password.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put your password. Unlock. Still not unlocked, right? App Store and identify developers. Okay, let's see how to. Wait. How to put this as a developer cannot be verified. Okay, we need to see how to allow identify developer.
Wait. Oh, here. When I click cancel, it showed up. Mongodb. When I click cancel, I can
Yeah, allow anyway.
allow anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Now go one level back first. Go cd dot.
Okay.
Now type Mongodb. Let me see if you can access from here.
Here. Then okay. Mongodb.
D. Enter it. Open. Okay, now at least something is there. Okay, at least again try Mongodb. Let's see again. Okay, go up, little bit up. Now here only terminal, little bit up. Scroll up.
Oh, scroll down up the terminal.
Yeah,
okay.
Go little bit up. At least it is running. Now let me check what is the next step.
Sir, in another terminal, can we try Mongo now?
No, yeah, first before that, she has to create the directory.
Database, the data. Okay.
So I will put one thing in the chat. You just create a data directory. So Kate, I will put one line. Just run that line.
Yes. Oh, okay. Oh.
Run that line. I put it in the chat. Sudo. Okay. I think it might have created it. Can you go to cd /usr /local /var.
Yeah, var.
Enter it. ls to ls. Yeah, so we have MongoDB already there. Okay, now run another line, which I will give you now. Run that line.
Make the IR.
Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Now var log. Now do ls again. Let me see. The log is created. Now run another line, which I gave you in the chat. Wait. It's saying my MongoDB user. Wait. I think user is not there. This one. They are putting. Okay, I think you may have access to this one. Don't worry about this line. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, now you have to run the MongoDB with this line. I will give you another command. You run that in 1 second. Okay, let's try this line. Okay, I pasted just now one line. Try to use that one. So, did you run what it's saying?
Child process failed.
Okay, it failed. Start without fork. Okay, don't put fork in the end. Just go up arrow, press up arrow.
No fork?
Yeah, enter it. Okay, what it's saying now. Failed to open this mongo.log. Okay, I think the permission is not there. Can you go to cd ls? First do ls. Okay, do ls minus al.
ls minus l. Yes.
Yeah, minus l, right. Okay, let's see the permission. Okay, so let's change the permission of log and MongoD to xxs. Write permission on Mac. Okay, let me see what is the command for that one. It's okay, 1 second. Wait. Okay, type chmod chmod and space 775 space log. Enter it. Enable your file when operation not. Okay, do sudo chmod.
Okay.
Type same thing but with sudo. Now type ls minus a minus l.
Minus a.
No, ll minus l.
Okay.
Okay. Now okay, same thing do with MongoDB. Type sudo chmod 775 775
775 Mongodb.
MongoDB. Enter it. Now type ls minus l. Okay. Now run the same command. Press up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow. Yeah, enter it. Okay, still failed to open MongoDB. var log MongoDB mongo.log. Okay. Okay, let's try something additional. Press up arrow, up arrow, up arrow. Oh, yeah, wait now. Instead of 775, go back and make 777. Yeah, delete 5. Enter it. Same thing do with MongoDB. Okay, now type
ls
up arrow.
up.
One more. Enter it. Okay. Now one more thing we have to do. Go to cd log. Let's try one more thing. And type mkdir. Space MongoDB. Enter it. Now file like this. Do ls minus a minus l. Okay, MongoDB is there. Okay, root and bin. Do chmod. Sudo chmod.
Sudo chmod. Yeah.
Space 777 MongoDB. Enter it. Chmod, not chomd.
Oh.
Make 775.
MongoDB.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now type ls minus l. Okay. Now type up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up. Enter it. Let's see now this one. Okay, looks like something is going on, right? Now open the new terminal. Don't close it. Don't close this. Open the new terminal.
Sure. Open a new terminal. New window.
Yes. Now here type Mongo, only Mongo.
Then go here.
Enter it. Yeah, enter it. Okay, now it's coming correct. Control C. You don't want to go inside this one. Control C. Now open your compass. Let this terminal window be open.
Connect.
Yeah. Now it got connected, right? Now you run the parseserver. Go into the parseserver and run the node index.js. In the Visual Studio Code also it's fine.
Yes. Terminal.
No, this is not terminal.
Huh?
Click the terminal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
here type in node index.js. Enter.
Server started.
Yeah, now this is fine. Now go to browser. This depreciation warning is fine. Nothing to worry about that. Go to browser, type localhost, put /test first. Enter it. Okay, now put /dashboard. Now put your username, password. Let's see if it is working.
So user.
This is in the index.js. You might have given it. Go to index.js. Go little down. Go a little down.
Down?
Yeah, down. Scroll down. No, in the index, scroll down. Yeah,
Oh.
Kate and password is password.
Okay. Huh?
In the browser. Where is browser? Find it.
Oh.
Yeah, password is password. Log in. Yeah, so it was save the password. Okay. So now since this screen came, now it is working fine. Now go to Compass again.
Here again?
Connect it. Now. So now you will see project 1 as a new database. So this is a project 1 database created by a parseserver. So everything which you will do in the parseserver will be saved in this database, that is a project 1.
Right.
Okay.
I see. So yeah.
It's working for now. Let's see Ashok. Okay, now I'll make Ashok the presenter role.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So let me, Ashok, you have to share your screen. Okay. Finish this. Open your Compass. Just you know where it is, Compass? Yeah, no, it's not looking at there. You have to go to folder. Just go to any folder. Go to C drive, users. No, go to users. Your username. You logged in with this one? You logged in currently with this one, 3201. You are logged in as what? 3201?
Yes, sir. Yes, correct.
It should be in the app data. Go up. Where is the app data? I think, let me see which user you logged in as. Go to users. First, go to users. Let me see what. Okay. You are logged in as what? When you logged in, you're logged in as 3201. Yes or no? Answer it.
Yes.
Okay, so here, where should we go? 1 second. Have you installed the Compass while installing the MongoDB?
Yeah, I installed it.
Did you click the check button?
Yes, sir.
While installing the Mongo, okay, you install it. Okay, let's see. I showed you the folder. Let me see which folder you have. 1 second, let me check again. What is the path I gave you a few minutes back for the MongoDB? What is the folder name? Okay, let me check again. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me check again. Okay, is there any app data?
No, sir.
Do you see app data?
No, sir. No.
No app data.
Yeah, app data is there, sir. Local.
No. Here, Microsoft, we don't want to go into Microsoft. Okay, it's not here, right? It will be your current user which you logged in as. Go to another user, maybe, let's see.
Other users. Yeah. The only users.
Wait a minute, 1 second, let me see. Okay, can you right click and open the task manager? Can you open the task manager? Yeah, task, not settings, task manager. Yeah, yeah, this one. Click the users. Okay, you are logged in as this user. Okay, can you try to install this again, or can you search on your C drive or C drive? Search in the C drive in the top right side. Yeah, type MongoDB Compass. MongoDB Compass. No space. Yeah, Compass. Let's see if it is there. Okay, by the time this is going on, can you install the MongoDB again? Let me see how you are doing it. Yeah, let's see. Next. Wait, yeah, this is fine. Next. Install. Yeah, let it finish. We'll see what is happening.
Ask me again the password, sir. Again saying password is incorrect.
Yeah, we'll wait till this completes.
It asking for the password again, sir.
Your computer is very slow or what? What is the memory you have? Yeah, so somehow it's saying setup was interrupted. The system has not been modified to install this program. Yes, it's not installing properly. I'm able to see the screen. So somehow You to try again. Maybe after this class, you restart a computer and try to install it again. Okay, maybe it's not installing. Something is interrupting it. Okay, let's now move to okay, so so everybody make sure by tomorrow your MongoDB should be installed and parseserver should be working fine.
Sir, after class, can you help me? I'm still not able to find out the path actually. Some problem is facing Mac actually.
You are saying DataDB, you are saying?
Yes,
Data?
sir.
So it's saying that Mac is, I just read the documentation. If you see the screen, I'm on that page. So the app will restrict access to MongoDB for DB default data directory, DataDB. So you should use the different directory. So when you start the MongoDB, you have to start with this DB path. With this one, you have to create this path and log path. Try this, otherwise we'll sit. We'll sit again. I will check. Okay, let's go on. Otherwise, you share your screen. Let me see what's happening. Yeah, because I don't want to start unless everyone is to the same page.
What I have to do, sir?
So you have to. Okay, I'll give you presenter role. You have to just accept it.
Okay.
Then I can see your screen. I don't know why I'm not able to give you. I'm giving you presenter role. And why it's not allowing? Is there any problem? I'm trying to give you presenter role.
Oh, 1 second, I'm sir.
When I'm giving you presenter role, somehow it's not working. It's showing you become presenter and it's hiding it again. Can you request presenter role somehow on your screen? Can you see something like that?
Sir, I have logged in again. Can you please give me again?
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I gave you presenter. You try to accept it. Yeah, now it's
Actually, there is no permission here, so I have given permission.
okay. Got it. So now, what you are getting? Okay, you have to. So say
This is the
MongoDB. What you're getting? Let me see. Is it working or no? Shutting down the code. Okay, so you have to create. You have to run. You have to create the, as I showed her. You have to create the data directory like this. I'm just giving you again. Create the data directory as I put in the chat, and then create the log directory.
this one, sir.
Yeah, I gave you in the chat. Just see that. Yeah, 1 second. So you have to create those two directory, and then you have to one second. Let me write down all the command.
Yes, sir.
Then you have to give the permission of. Okay, then run this command and see. I will give you in the chat. Run that command.
I failed global initialization. File not open. Failed to open.
Okay, so that means you don't have permission. So let's add permission also. I'll give you 1 second. C to chmod 775 to this one, and sudo chmod 775 to this one. Okay, I will give you 2 lines. Just run those 2 lines. Yeah, now run that. Yeah. No. You have to go up. That's it. Oh, wait. Go down. Yeah, enter it. Yes. Now it looks like it. Now open that compass.
Here I have not installed actually Compass. I'm working on the terminal actually.
Okay, so just check in another terminal if Mongo command is working or no. Just type Mongo. Okay, it's working. Control C. Come out, and now you start your parseserver. So it started working. That means. So in the parseserver folder, you just come out of this one. Control C. We don't need this one. This is the client side. We only will use this when we will learn the MongoDB and do some experiment there. Now go to the parseserver folder which you installed yesterday, which I showed you.
So Parse I have not installed in Mac actually. I will do that today. But actually I'm facing the issue, that's why I was stuck in there.
Okay, so this will work.
But I will do that today.
Sure.
Actually I was stuck in MongoDB.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, so I'll talk with you tomorrow if it's working or no.
I will do that. Today.
Okay, sure. So the thing is that we have to do a lot of interaction with the parseserver, and to do the lot of interaction with the parseserver, we need to understand the concept of the promise. So I will start something about promise today, but I will complete it tomorrow. Okay, one question. In my PC, MongoDB is working fine, but is this need to create DB folder in another location? So in Windows, it automatically takes the DB folder and it creates the database there. So for Windows, there is no need to worry about it. On Mac, we have to specify the path to the DB. So Sonu, is your Windows machine? Yeah, then you don't worry about it. It will, and if you are able to open the compass, or if you're able to open the dashboard, then it's fine. If you're not able to open, then it's a problem. Okay, so the thing is that we need to. So where can we see the database? Okay, I will show you the database where it is. 1 second. So let's go to, this is the PC. If I go to program file, I have MongoDB, and there is a server. In Windows, there is a data folder. So everything is saved in this data folder. So if data folder is there, then don't worry, everything will be saved here. And this is the log folder, and this is the configuration I'll show you the configuration. This is the configuration. If we open this one, in the configuration you will see the DB path is mentioned here and the log path is mentioned here. So everything is good in case of Windows. And if I open Compass also, I can see this. This is the database in my MongoDB server. Okay, so for Windows, don't worry about it. Is it clear where to see the database? Okay, so now the thing is that we need to understand the concept of the promise, because we will be doing okay, which project you are talking about? If I create a DB project, then where can I see the project? So you're talking about can you explain which project? I showed you database, no? This is the database.
Yes. By the way, we have one new notification.
So this is the database. All database name I can see. Can you open your Compass and connect? You will see all the database.
According to lww.com, data is temporarily unavailable.
So open the Compass and see all the database. These are the database. Okay, so I have so many database. So you have to see in your Compass. But if you want to see in folder, I just show you the folder also. Okay, so now we need to understand the promise, and many of you might know the promise, but I will do this for the people who don't know. And the thing is that it's a little big concept, so it will go tomorrow also and maybe day after tomorrow also. Because whenever we will interact with the database, it is asynchronous call. So JavaScript is always synchronous. That means if you write the code 1 and if you write the code 2, so it will run first code 1 and then it will run the code 2. So that means it is a synchronous. That means whatever line you will put will come first, and whatever line you will put second, it will come second. So JavaScript is generally synchronous, but when you want to do any call to the server like MongoDB server or parseserver, then the code does not run synchronous. So what will happen? You call the database. That is, for example, save my data. So what will happen? The data will go to the database and the confirmation come from the database. So there is a time difference when you send the data to the database and data is coming from the server. That time, by the time if you write your code in the JavaScript will not wait for you to come back and then show that data confirmation message from the server. So this is called the asynchronous way. This is called asynchronous action, and here JavaScript will not wait. So we need to write the promise that when something will come from the database, then we have to do some action. Maybe we have to show the user that data is saved. So generally we need to use promise for that. So it will be more clear, and when we do the example, right now I'm just saying what we are trying to achieve. So to really work in the promise situation or to understand the asynchronous part, we have to understand the functionality of the set timeout. Set timeout is a function provided by the browser, and we use it in the JavaScript. And set timeout works like this. You have to write down the set timeout, and then you have to write down the parentheses. In this set timeout, I have to put two parameters. One is called the arrow function, or any function is also fine, but right now we are working with arrow function, so I'm using the arrow function. So first parameter is a function, and second parameter is is the seconds. How many seconds you want to wait? So if you want to wait 5 seconds, you have to say 5,000. Okay. So now what will happen after 5,000 after 5,000 milliseconds? That is after 5 seconds, whatever you write inside this function will be executed. So for example, I will say write down the console.log hello world. So when I run this set timeout, hello world will not run immediately. It will run after the 5 seconds. So if I press enter, it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5, hello world is here. So that means this console.log will run after how many seconds you mentioned it here. So this is something lagging, and JavaScript will not wait. JavaScript will not wait till it passes the 5 seconds. So if we have something, if I write down the code like this, console.log start, and then I put the set timeout, and then I put console.log end. So someone will think that first line will run, and then 5 seconds, nothing will happen on the screen, and after 5 seconds, this line will run, and after that, this line will run. But this does not happen in JavaScript. In JavaScript, this line will run, and this will be started. The timer will be started, but we don't see the console.log hello world. We will see directly the console.log end, and after 5 seconds, when this line will run, then we will see the hello world. So if I press enter, you will see start and end. We don't see hello world because hello world will run after the 5 seconds. See, after 5 seconds, hello world comes. So JavaScript does not wait for this hello world. It goes on, continuously goes on running till the end of the page. Now what will happen? What do you think? What will happen if I put here instead of 5,000, if I put 0? Will this run first or this will run first? Because I am putting 0, that means it should run immediately. So it looks like the hello world will run first and then end will run first. But if I was putting 5,000, it makes sense that it should come after 5 seconds. But if I change it to 0 and try to press enter, then also you will see start is running first, end is running first, and then hello world is coming, even if I put 0. Then why it's happening like that? Because when I run this code, it runs this, put this in the stack. If you remember, there is a global execution context in JavaScript, which I did in my first 2 lectures. It means that this line will run first, and this line will run. This will not run, but this one will be in the global execution context, and then this will be in the global execution context. So inside the part of this one will not run till everything is completed. So though we write it 0, this is not hoisting. This is not hoisting. Don't confuse this with the hoisting. This means that this line is in the stack, then this line goes into the stack, and then this line goes to the stack. But this line does not go to the stack. When everything is completed, then this tries to execute. This tries to execute after everything is done. So that means this part will go after in the end. Because even though it is a 0, this will not run. This part will not run till we complete the whole JavaScript part. Even if it is 0, it will go in the end. It will not run immediately because this execution part will run after everything is done. And that is the reason, even if I put 0, hello world will come after some time. So this is kind of the asynchronous call in the JavaScript, and it will not run immediately. It will come after some seconds. Now what happened now? What will happen if I want to get the data? If I want to get the data from the server, or if I want to wait for this set timeout, like this set timeout is there, I want to wait for it. And after this set timeout is run, then I want to process this data. So for example, consider this is a call to the server, and after some time we get the data, and data looks like this. Var data equal to something, some object has come that name equal to ABC, last name, age equal to 43. So I want to use this data. Let's say after 5 seconds I get this data from the server. Now I have to use this data. Now how will I do it in JavaScript? If I try to put this in the function also, this data will come after the 5 seconds, and if I return something in the function, it will not work because this data will be only available after the 5 seconds. That means this is the server call. After the server call, we get this data and we have to show that data to the user. So that means we need to wait till the data comes back from the server, and then we have to use that data. So in JavaScript, you cannot access this data directly. You need some method to use this data, and that method is called the promise. So we need to use promise in the JavaScript. So in olden days, what people used to do, let's say if we don't have promise, or if we don't have the async await, so we can pass the callback function here, and after the data comes, I will call this callback function and I will pass this data there. So this data will be passed to the callback function, and that function will be called after the data is there. So this is the one method of callback function to call it. But this callback function is not used nowadays because it makes the code very complex, and if there are multiple callbacks, it makes the code very dirty, and it's not advisable to use the callback many times. Though callbacks are used if it is one level, but if it goes to the multiple level, then callbacks are avoided. Okay, so maybe I told the theory about it. It's little theory is not looking good. People don't understand about the theory, so we will go to the practical and see how we can use the data which comes sometimes after few seconds. So for that we need to use the promise. Promise is the concept that I send the request to the server, and when server returns back, I take that data and use that data in my another part of the code. So we will be using the promise. So how to use the basic thing of the promise? So promise always start with the new, and the keyword is called the promise. Remember, this is the capital and this is the new one. And here in this promise, I put arrow function. And this arrow function needs two parameters. One is called the resolve and another is called the reject. So always whenever I say to create a promise, you have to start with this structure. This is the basic structure of the promise. Now what we are trying to achieve? We are trying to achieve that asynchronous call. When something we run asynchronous, then how to handle that asynchronous call. Okay, so we have to build a promise for the asynchronous call. And let's say I assign this to some variable var p equal to this one, because I want to use this promise after this line of the code. Okay, so inside the promise, if I want to give the success result, that means the data comes successfully from the server, then I will use the resolve. But if somehow the data does not come successfully, I will use the reject. So right now I'm not using the reject. I will just show you the resolve. Right now I'll just resolve it, and in the bracket I will say success. So whenever something success comes from the server, we have to use the resolve. But if something fails on the server, we have to use the reject in that case. Now I created this promise, And now if I type the P, what is P coming? P is kind of promise. It's saying it is a promise. And it is saying fulfilled with the return response of the success. So don't worry about this success right now. This is the variable which we get, which I pass it here. So P is a promise. Now how will I use this P? Now I want to use the success, right? I cannot use the success by doing the console.log of P. P will always give me something kind of this object that is a promise which is the fulfilled of the success. I can do P again. Let me do P again. And I can pass this anything. I can pass 1. If I pass 1, you will see the fulfilled as the value of the 1. So how to use this P in our code? So to use the P in our code, we have the special mechanism that is called P.then. When I say P.then, then I will put arrow function inside this then, and here I will pass any parameter, for example, data. And here I will say console.log data is data. Now whatever data which came from here will be passed here as a data, and then I can process it here as it is. So when I run this, it is saying data is 1. That means it is running this part. Now let's make this practically. Little bit practical. Here inside P, no need to write down anything right now because I need to explain it little bit in depth. Let's say here I am putting timeout. And timeout has arrow function, and inside the arrow function, and I have to pass how many seconds after I have to run this timeout. And here I have the 10,000, that is the 10 seconds. Now here, let's say my data is something like this. Name is ABC and age is 43. Now this is my data which I want to use after this timeout. Consider this timeout is the server call. Though this is not a server call, but consider this is a server call. And after 10 seconds, server will give me some data. So data will be like in this format. And I want to use this data after the server gives me something back from the server. Okay, so what I will do, after 10 seconds, when the server will send the data, I will use this resolve. I will say resolve, and I will pass that data inside it. That means what will happen when I run this command, set timeout is called. That means after 10 seconds I will get this data and I will put it in the resolve. Now in the next line I will say P.then. That means when the server has resolved it, when the server has sent this data, then you run this command. And in the then I will put the arrow function. And here I will get some data. Whatever we put in the resolve part will come here as a data. And here I will put console.log data is data. Now what will happen in this case? A promise is created. Inside it we have the server call, that is a set timeout. And after 10 seconds server will give me this data which I will resolve it. So once I say resolve, that means after 10 seconds this part will be called, and that whatever I have put inside this in the resolve part will come here as a data, and I can show this to the user. So user will wait for 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds he will get the data and we can show the data on the page. This is how we proceed with any AJAX call or any asynchronous call to the server. Now if I press enter here, you will see the promise is showing, it is showing promise with the pending status because it is resolve is not called yet. When will the resolve call? After 10 seconds. And when resolve will call after 10 seconds, you will see the data is displayed. That is, this one is called, because I am saying that when after 10 seconds, when the resolve is called, then go to then, and inside then we we show this data. Now here if you see, promise is showing as a pending state. It's saying pending state. And if I type P now, it is in the fulfilled state. So initially when we run this, till we don't get the resolve, the status of the P is pending. And once we get the data, we get the status of fulfilled. Okay, let's run this again and try to see the console.log of P. Okay, P is in the pending state. Now data has come. Now if I try to see the P goes into the fulfilled state. So that means whenever I run the promise, till I don't get the resolve, it will go into the pending state. Once I get this resolve, then I will get this line of the code and I can put something here in this console.log. I can set it something here. So we do this whenever we want to call something data from the server and we have to wait till the data comes back. So consider this set timeout as a server call, and after 10 seconds we get this data. Once we get this data inside this arrow function, and we can use this here in my arrow function. Now let's see how will we do in the React part. In the React part, exact place I will not show you now. I will show you when we will do some React project. When we get this data here in the React, I will call set state and I will pass this data. So I will save this data when it comes from the server and I will call the set state here. And then I can show this data whenever I want on the page once data is back. So this is the basic of the promise. Let's try to do one more use case here. I will do same thing, but I will do in a little bit different one. So I will say P equal to new promise. Always you have to start with a promise, and inside promise you have arrow function, and this arrow function always give resolve and reject. And whenever you want to pass, now here let's say some condition is there, something condition, I will put condition, good condition. If I pass true, good condition is true, that means server is sending me correct result, server is sending me success result. Now if I say if good condition is there, then I will resolve with success. So what will be it return? It will return this success. Why it is returning success? Because we get good condition equal to true. This condition is coming from the server. Right now I put it locally. I am not using server right now. But think about this, server is returning the good condition that is true. And if good condition is there, then we will use resolve equal to success. And else, if good condition is not there, I will pass it in the reject. So here I will say reject, failure. Now if I run this promise by saying p.then, here I will pass arrow function with data. What do you think? What will come in the data? Data is what? What do you think? What will be displayed in the data? It will display the success. Why? When I run this promise, I am making the good condition true. If good condition is true, that means I resolve it to the success. That means data is coming as success. But if good condition is false, then it will reject it as a failure. When it will reject it as a failure, that means we don't get the success part, we get the failure part. Now if I put this as a false, what will come here in this console.log? Data is what? So answer is not failure. I will not get failure here because in this part we only get the success part. We don't track the failure part in here. So if I press enter, see I get some error kind of thing, but I don't get this data as failure. So when we have the reject, we cannot use this part. We need to write some more code to accept this reject part. So to use the reject part, I will say catch. We will create another part dot catch, and this is also an arrow function. And maybe I can say error, and here I will put error is error. Now what will happen if I enter this? You will see I'm getting error is failure. That is, I'm going to this part. So whenever I put reject part, I will not go inside this good part of the function. I will go in the catch part, and I can see it here. So remember, resolve will always come here, but the reject will come in the catch block. So you should only put reject when you don't want to put data here. But if you want to put something data to be displayed here, you will put resolve here. If you want to put failure also to be displayed here, then I will put resolve in this case also. Because if I put reject, it will not go inside this part, it will go inside the catch part. Okay, so this is the only beginning of the promise, and many of you might not have heard the promise, and we have to do a lot of things in this promise. So we will continue this with tomorrow. Just remember that we started something promise, and promise is only for asynchronous call, though you can use it for synchronous also. Like here, I don't have any asynchronous call. I am doing the synchronous call here. We are not using set timeout to make it asynchronous. So we are using simple synchronous call, then also I'm using the promise. So basically in synchronous call, promise does not have any much effectiveness, but to show the example, I am using the synchronous part here. But in reality, whenever we have the ajax call or whenever we have the set timeout, we will use the promise, and in that case, we will get the data from the server. So do not worry if you have not understood the promise, because this whole promise I will start again tomorrow in a new way to explain it, and there are a lot of things to be understood in the promise, which we will do tomorrow, day after tomorrow. It may take 2-3 days also to complete this promise. And why I am showing you the promise? Because we created this database. Now we have to interact with database. And if you don't know the promise, you won't be able to interact with the database. You will not know how to call the database, how to get the data. Because when we will call this database, it will take some time to get the data back. And if you don't understand this promise, you will not be able to use this data in your code. So let's try to understand this promise thoroughly before we write any code to access the data here in this database. Okay. There is another version of the promise which nowadays people use, that is called async and await. Once I complete this promise, then we will try to learn the async await also. Then it's up to you in your code whether you want to use this promise or whether you want to use async await. Both are equally good. Both will solve the same purpose. But this is the ES6 version, and this is little bit less code. And in promise, this is little bit more code. And sometimes people prefer to use only the promise, not async await. So it's up to you whatever you want to prefer. Whatever you want, you can use either promise or async await, or you can mix and match also. You use promise and inside the async await, or you use async await inside the promise. So a lot of things you can mix and match and do the things. So we will see more about the promise. Right now I don't want to ask any question on promise because I have not explained everything about the promise. I just showed one example, but this is not the complete promise which I want to explain you. So tomorrow we will work more on the promise and try to see what are the different cases of the promise are there and how to use the promise in the practical world. Okay, that's it for today.